Hey guys, welcome back to the game room. David Mike Reviews is back again. It's episode 26. With me, as ever, is Mike. How's it going, mate?
Episode 26, man.
Episode
Wow.
26. And
I
today,
know.
it's a bit of a request and also a bit of a follow-up, isn't it, this video?
Yeah.
So today, guys, we're looking at the Getaway Black Monday.
Yeah, it's a request. My brother, when I was over his house the other day, he said, "Why haven't you and Dave done Getaway yet? Black Monday?" And I was like, "I'll get in touch with Dave, and he'll do it, and we'll do it."
Yeah, because originally we were actually going to do both games in one video, if you remember correctly, at the beginning, but then we decided to split it up because the video would have been massive.
Yeah. I love the dialogue. Now, guys, I haven't seen any footage of this before. I've never played it.
So the last time I played this, Mike, before recording the footage, was actually 12 years ago, so when it was out, a long time ago. I've not played it since.
What reception did this get?
It actually got a fairly mixed reception, this one, and I can understand why when I played it to record this footage, because, yeah, it's a little bit kind of clunky, the controls are a little bit fiddly at times, and, yeah, the poor old PS2 does struggle a bit with the frame rate, which affects how the cars handle, and obviously how the combat is as well.
I think those car models look good, though. I've got to say, I mean, what year is this?
This is about 2005, I think this came out. Yeah,
This looks
2005.
alright. This looks alright. Now, me and my brother watched our Getaway original video we did with David Mike's,
Yep.
and we were like, "Wow, this looks so good." And my brother asked, "Does the Black Monday look a lot better?" Dave, in your opinion?
So to me, Mike, the Black Monday looks virtually the same, but also the frame rate to me on Black Monday seems worse, but it might just be my perception. It's harder to play, especially when you're driving the cars.
Is it?
Because of the frame rate. But the game still does look really good. I like it a lot with regards to the setting, you know, London, the shops, because there's real shops and real cars again.
So who are you playing as in this one?
So in the Getaway Black Monday, you actually can take part of about 3 or 4 different characters as part of the storyline, which I think is pretty cool. This is before GTA 5, when they introduced the 3 characters, you know, Trevor, Michael and Franklin.
Yeah.
So you get different bits of the story that all kind of tie in together with 4 different characters on this game, which I like a lot. But what I don't like is, as I was mentioning about the clunky nature of the controls, the combat on this game, Mike, is super annoying and super tricky.
Now, I remember the original having really good combat.
Yeah, this one, it's a lot harder to aim and a lot harder to shoot. And, yeah, unfortunately, some of the footage that I had of me struggling to kill people has been cut off. Otherwise, you'd have seen what I was talking about. It's quite hard.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the original Getaway was quite hard, wasn't it?
It was hard.
This looks good. I gotta say, this looks fun. This is my kind of game.
Yeah, maybe next time you visit the game room, which is soon, I'll let you play this so you can have a play. But you can you can see him. That's me trying to figure out the controls, and I'm about to steal a moped. So this is part of the storyline. I'm actually at the end of the story with the last character, and now here's what other things the Getaway has. You also have some other game modes, which is really cool, which you didn't have in the original. So things like Black Cab, racing, and also being a rozzer, so actually being able to nick people.
No way. A black cab, is that like just driving around London, picking people up and stuff?
It is, yeah. Think Crazy Taxi, but not crazy, basically.
Oh man, I'm a bit of a geek. I love stuff like that. So it's sort of like a taxi simulator, if you like.
To some degree, it's quite funny as well. I do like it. You'll see the footage, guys, and you'll hear
you've got footage of that, yeah?
In a minute, yes, because I do try these modes so you can see
Yeah,
them.
this is the Rozzers mode then.
This is me as a Romsey Rozzer chasing down someone who's done some sort of traffic offence of some kind. He's probably pulled a moonie at a Rozzer somewhere, I don't know. William Hill.
Oh yeah. You went past the boots here. Look at that DVD video. You want to buy a DVD?
Yeah, knock-off DVDs from down the pub. Yeah, and you can see.
I think it looks good.
Yeah, it does, and I'm still impressed by the fact they've got all the real shops and businesses, because I'd love that if they did that on GTA, but I guess with GTA being more controversial, they probably couldn't do it.
It's licensing issues, isn't it? They would have had to, I'm assuming, would have had to pay out money to William Hill, etc., etc., or the other way round. William Hill might have paid them to have their name in the game. I'm not sure how it works.
It probably would have been imaging rights, so Rockstar would have had to have paid the companies to have their logos and stuff. But anyway, getting off track with GTA, because the Getaway interestingly had those. So I presume Team Soho must have paid to get all those licenses and things.
Yeah, they must have.
Likewise for the cars, because we've got real cars in the game.
Yeah, which is, this is why it looks good to me. I love the realism. It's gritty. It's a little bit grimy. I mean, London it's a grey city, isn't it?
It is, but I now remember something that you said to me in the first Getaway game, and it's still a problem here, Mike. Look at the streets. What's the problem with the streets here? What are we missing from the side of the streets?
Pedestrians.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They still didn't manage that, but then perhaps it is because of the PS2 and the limitations of the PS2.
It's gonna be that. It's going to be... I mean, in any modern PC game now, you can turn on or off pedestrians and stuff in the simulators, so the game runs more smoothly. What are you doing there?
That's me trying to... I've just seen another car that I really like. This is a Mitsubishi 3000 GT.
Yeah, it is. Wow.
It's a really fast car, so I thought I'd steal that because I liked it.
Is the city of London bigger in this way? Like, is there more of it?
Yeah, I think there is. I think there is, yeah. Because in the first game, they kind of focused on a particular area of London, but on this... there seems to be more of it. Some of the places you mentioned actually are visible on this game, like Embankment. You can drive down that.
Yeah, it's a shame that we won't see a Getaway on the PS4. I would have loved to have seen one on the PS4.
Yeah, as I said during the original Getaway video, there was due to be one on the PS3 back in about 2006, but it got cancelled due to Team Soho's closure, I believe.
Yeah. Oh, do you see that shop then, the Link, the mobile phone shop? Remember that?
I do, yeah, I do. It brings back memories. And some of these places, guys, you're in for a treat. They don't exist anymore, some of these shops.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Little Vodafone shop there, that's mad.
Yeah, to think that places like that don't exist. But yeah, so the story mode, there's several chapters. It's interesting. I'll give them credit for the story mode. It's very interesting. The fact you do use different characters again, really, really interesting. And the little side things you can do, like being a Rosa, doing taxi driving, is good. It's just good fun. I like the fact they added that in.
Is it just me, or is the draw distance a lot better on this one than the original?
It could well be. I mean, I've forgotten about the original because I haven't seen our footage for quite some time.
Yeah, I watched it, like I say, last week or the week before, and I'm pretty sure the draw distance in this is a lot better than the original.
But that could also maybe be why the frame rate is suffering, because it's drawing further ahead, so it's got more to work with.
Yeah, maybe
it is. Yeah.
What's the storyline in this like? Interesting, because I liked the original. It had a good story. Is this any good, or is it throwaway?
So the very first thing you see when you fire the game up and choose the first chapter, you play as a cop. Now, he's got a bit of a history, and you see a really cool cutscene that shows you why he's got a bit of a history. Basically, there's a kid that's running away from him who's got a gun, and he shoots the kid. And then you hear various bits of dialogue where his colleagues are winding him up, people are baiting him because of that, because that's what he did, and he's got problems with it. And yeah, it kind of carries on from there. There's obviously a bunch of bad people. There's a reporter who keeps getting kidnapped, who you have to keep rescuing. It's good. It's interesting. It keeps you going. It does keep you interested in the game.
Yeah, that's what I liked about the original. What does it say on top of the police car? I just can't work that out.
That says... Is that like a number, like HBZ? HBZ? Yeah, HBZ, I think it says. This is a Vauxhall Astra police car, which would have been the standard back then, so they got the details spot on.
Yeah, it looks good. It does look good. Yeah, I look forward to playing this, actually.
Yeah, you definitely need to check this one out. So what I'm doing, this is the mode of being a Rosa, and I'm trying to apprehend that car, which looks like a Rover of some kind. So I'm trying my best. You can see the black smoke pouring out of it. It's about to be done for, and I'm about to get the suspects.
Again, I like the fact there's no HUD.
Yeah, I agree. We said this before, didn't we? Some of the newer games, like Watch Dogs and to some degree GTA, have got a HUD. It breaks the immersion. You're spot on.
It does. It's like I've been playing a lot of the new Resident Evil, and there's no HUD whatsoever, and it makes the game more immersive.
Yeah, I can imagine. And plus, it gets you thinking because you don't know how much ammo you got. In fact, I only know when my character's telling me he's running out of ammo that I'm in trouble, basically.
Yeah, I like that. This is Embankment.
Yep, as we're driving along it now. So I let the Rover get away. You can see the black smoke still pouring out of it, so a few more hits and this car will be done for. You can see there, I'm just hitting him over to the side there. And there we go, mission complete.
That's cool, that's cool. I mean, I could see myself enjoying that, I really could. It's my kind of, like I keep saying, it's my kind of game. It looks pretty. It looks good. I mean, what is this? PS2, isn't it?
It's PS2. Obviously, get a few technical details out of the way. It's being upscaled to 720p with my scaler, and yeah, you're spot on. It looks good on my TV, to be honest.
I mean, again, though, we spoke about this before. It does make a difference, the scaler going up to 720p.
It does, yeah, because it's doing a proper job of scaling the footage up. whereas a lot of TVs wouldn't do a particularly good job, so it wouldn't look as great. But yeah, I've got that. I'm fortunate to have that luxury that I paid for. But yeah, man, I agree with this game. In terms of graphically, you'd say it's aged pretty well. It still looks really decent, doesn't it?
How does this stand up against GTA of its? I mean, what GTA were we on by the time this came out?
So we were at San Andreas by the time this game had come out. We'd already had GTA San Andreas, and
some say that's the best GTA, don't they?
San Andreas, in fact, GTA 3 and Vice City all blow this game out of the water in general. Just the general playability of those three games.
Yeah. Technically as well, they're better.
They are, but I like the storyline in the Getaway and Black Monday. I like the fact that it's London, and I really want the game to do this again with London.
This looks like Buckingham Palace there. No, it's not, actually, it's not. What was I going to ask you? The soundtrack. Is there a soundtrack on this?
I don't think it's a licensed soundtrack. I think, again, it's a lot of music they've kind of made to just fit the game. I don't recognise any tunes that stand out.
You can't toggle through radio stations when you're driving a car kind of thing.
No, I don't think you can on this game. I could be wrong, so put comments below if anybody's done that, but I certainly don't remember that, and I didn't do that when playing it.
Yeah, I can't... Is it Buckingham Palace? No, it's not.
I can't remember. And I've just succeeded in apprehending that mission as well, which is really awesome. And then back to the menu, back to the special features, and I think I'm going to do Black Cab this time. So
the menus look really ahead of their time. They look really modern, the way you tab across and stuff.
Yeah, they really do. So, as I say, think Crazy Taxi, but without the craziness, and you've got the Black Cab mode here, which is awesome. People at the side of the street calling for a taxi.
I'm a sad... I'm a sad man. I would play lots of this mode, I would.
Would you?
Always bloody late for a show, I am.
That's what I was saying to you. There's voices, there's dialogue that gets spoken that makes you laugh when you pick up the passengers. Again, when you play the story mode, when you do the chapters, you get some dialogue which is quite funny as well. Especially if you drive really badly, you get into all sorts of trouble.
Yeah, this is very PC Simulator when people play like the bus simulators and stuff, taking passenger places, and passengers moan if you take a wrong turn or if you hit a lamppost.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of Crazy Taxi, because they did that in Crazy Taxi as well. If you took a wrong turn or did something really bad, that they'd moan at you. It was funny.
It's really stepped up the pedestrians, isn't it? Here, there's a lot more pedestrians in this mode.
It might be the area I'm in, perhaps. There's
maybe
more people about. Yeah, it could
maybe.
well be. So basically, I'm trying to find a theatre, and I think I balls this one up. I don't think I get there in time.
Watch out, will ya?
Yeah. I love the Cockney accent as well. In fact, there you can see, I failed it. I was too slow.
Oh man, I play loads of that mode. I really would.
Taxi. So I'm going to get the other guy this time, the one who stood behind her, to see where he wants to go and take him there. There also was another Getaway game, or it wasn't called the Getaway, but it was the same game essentially, that was released on the PSP mic, that was called Gangs of London.
No way, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, there was one released called Gangs of London, but the game was pretty shit, to be honest.
Yeah, I didn't rate the PSP, I've got to be honest with you, Dave. I wasn't a big fan of it.
I liked the PSP because you got some games that were very, very similar to PS2 games, but trying to play games on that thing was a nightmare. I couldn't get on with it.
Yeah, I was the same. Give this a score, Dave. Out of 10, if you were giving it a score back then, back in the day.
Back in 2005, I probably would have given this an 8, because it is a reasonable title.
That's fair enough. That's Chinatown.
Yeah.
Chinatown.
Yep, it is Chinatown. That's where he wanted me to take him. Yeah, it looks pretty good. And I love this internal shot of the taxi as well.
That's cool, man.
Like you say, you wouldn't think it, would you? You see that in GTA and it blows you away, but the Getaway had some cool things about it as well.
Yeah, it did. It's a shame. I mean, quickly, we probably haven't got a lot of time left, but what happened to the studio?
So Soho Studio got closed down. Sony went for a whole restructuring process when the PS3 came out, and they for some reason decided that Team Soho wasn't needed anymore, despite the fact they were working on the Getaway for PS3 as well as some other games.
It's a shame, isn't it? Because a lot of the good developers, we're losing them, aren't we?
We are. We lost Studio Liverpool, for example, who we talked about with Wipeout. Wipeout was an amazing game. There is a new Wipeout coming out, but that's for another topic.
Yeah. But, I like this. If I was giving it a score, I would probably give it 10 out of 10 for this taxi mode. Forget the other modes, just play this. Oh, look at that! There's the theatre. Amazing.
It is the theatre, yeah, and you can see it's got all the proper graphics.
Les Mis,
it's amazing.
yeah,
it's
cool.
Absolutely amazing.
Pizza Hut on the corner.
Yeah, we need to go to Game Station afterwards.
Yeah, we do. Game Station, Pizza Hut, sorted.
Nice one. So, yeah, Mike, I tell you what, mate, it's been awesome doing Dave and Mike reviews again. Yeah. Thanks to Matt, your brother, for picking this game.
Yeah, nice one, Matt.
Hopefully we've done him proud with this review. And, Mike, any last things you want to say quickly?
I'm going to go and order a Pizza Hut.
You're going to go and order a pizza. Guys, it's been awesome doing Dave and Mike reviews again. Thank you ever so much for watching. And me and Mike will catch you again soon.
Thanks for having me on, Dave. Take care, guys.